So, it looks like AI is getting a massive promotion. Seriously, we're moving way past this era of just, building bigger and bigger models. Now we're in an age where AI is becoming a core part of business strategy itself. So today, we're going to dig into the key trends from the recent AI summit in Seoul to see what this promotion really means for the future of work.
Okay, so this quote right here, it really is the heart of the whole thing. The big takeaway is to forget all the hype about who's building the biggest, most complex AI model. The new focus, the real bottom line, is all about one thing: creating actual, measurable business value. We're talking about AI moving out of the R&D lab and directly onto your company's P&L statement. That's the shift.
In this slide, it perfectly shows that promotion we were just talking about. I mean, think about it, right? We're shifting from seeing AI as just a tool, something that follows commands, like a fancy calculator, to seeing it as a genuine partner. It's not just about providing answers anymore. It's about setting goals, automating entire workflows. It's becoming a core part of how a business actually operates.
All right, so how exactly is this all happening? Well, that brings us to the first major pillar of this shift, the incredible rise of AI agents. This is really the first big piece of the puzzle, showing how AI is learning to work all on its own.
First things first, what even is agentic AI? Well, think of it like this. It's an AI that you don't have to constantly micromanage. Instead of just asking it one simple question after another, you can give it a big, complex goal. Something like, hey, figure out the best marketing strategy for our new product and then just go do it. The AI then figures out all the steps, carries them out, and keeps you in the loop. It's all about proactive execution, not just waiting for the next command. And this wasn't some tiny niche topic tucked away in a side room at the summit. Oh no, this was a headlining theme. We're talking sessions with names like the era of hundreds of millions of AI agents. And you had speakers from massive players like Alibaba and LG AI Research, all hammering home this one critical point. The future is moving from just models to intelligent, autonomous agents.
And look, this isn't just some far-off, futuristic idea. It is happening right now. You've got companies like DHL Supply Chain and Grab who are already using AI agents to totally innovate their operations. Think about the complexity of logistics. These agents are optimizing everything from supply chains to delivery routes in real time. It's a huge deal for these industries.
Okay, next up, AI isn't just getting more autonomous, it's also getting hyper-specialized. It's becoming a true industry expert.
The whole conversation has really shifted. We're moving away from this one-size-fits-all model of AI. Now it is all about AX, or AI transformation. And what that really means is tailoring AI to solve the very specific problems of a single industry. It's like training a doctor versus training a lawyer. They both need intelligence, but they need completely different knowledge and skills.
And we saw this play out across the entire summit. You had leaders from finance, like Visa Korea, talking about their strategies. Then you had manufacturing giants like SK Hynix and Hanwha Aerospace. Even travel and entertainment companies like Yunolja and CJ Group were sharing how they're deploying their own specialized AI. It's happening everywhere. Okay, but hold on. If you're going to give your new AI partner this much power and responsibility, well, that brings up a really important question, right? How do you keep it in check?
As AI gets way smarter and way more integrated into every part of a business, how in the world do we keep it safe and responsible? How do we make sure this powerful partner is used ethically and securely? Well, this is exactly where the super important topic of governance comes in.
So here's the crucial point. Putting AI to work at this scale absolutely requires a strong framework. It really boils down to three core areas. You've got your IT governance and security, the basics. Then there's the whole world of copyright and ethics. And finally, you have to think about regulation and managing risk. You need all three to make it work.
Okay, so with all that in mind, let's peek under the hood for a second. What's the actual tech that's powering all of this? Let's take a quick look inside the engine room.
A really key piece of this puzzle is a technology called RAG. Now, the easiest way to think about RAG is that it's like giving your AI access to a private, trusted library. So instead of just guessing or, making stuff up based on its training data, it can go and look up the actual facts from an external, up-to-date source of information before it gives you an answer. It's a huge deal for accuracy.
And of course, the tech is already evolving. It's now expanding to something called multimodal RAG. And that just means it's not limited to text anymore.
Now we're talking about the AI using images, 3D models, and even structured data to find its answers, so you get much richer, more context-aware responses. It's a huge leap forward. And beyond RAG, there are a few other foundational technologies that are really the bedrock for this entire transformation. First, you've got physical AI. This is all about connecting that digital intelligence to real-world robotics. Then there are the next-gen AI chips, the hardware that makes all this run faster and more efficiently. And finally, you have digital twins, which are basically virtual copies of physical systems that let you test and optimize everything before you roll it out in the real world.
So, what does this all mean? Let's bring it all together. After all this, are you ready to partner up?
Here's the big takeaway from all of this. AI is moving way beyond just being a helpful tool. It's becoming a core operational partner. The days of thinking of it as just a fancy chatbot or a clever assistant, those are over. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how businesses will operate.
And that really leaves us with one final big question. It's no longer about if AI is going to transform your industry. That ship has sailed. The real question now is how. So is your organization ready for that? Are you ready to work with your new partner?